Hello everyone, and today we're taking a look at Star Wars The Old Republic running on the Steam Deck. Now this doesn't look right because we're streaming it to our gaming PC, but it does look fine on the Steam Deck screen, but you can see the performance, so I'm just going to go with that. So we're logging in, might as well log into our Marauder, Sentinel, whatever. So this is on the SSD, the 256 gig SSD version, so it's loading on the loading screen here. And we've got 4 cores, 8 threads, AMD Zen 2 CPU. The GPU is 1 gig of VRAM, and this is awful. You gotta move the right analog stick. Can we get rid of this dialog box? Come on. There we go. Yes, I got it. I got it away. Right, so you got to move the right analog stick. We can actually use the mouse because I'm using it, streaming it to the PC. Just try to move the right analog stick up and down here, trying to get in there. So I'm recording this off the PC, so obviously we're using Steam streaming. I'm gonna turn the music off because, you know, copyright claim. No, bad, no, bad, no. See, this is us using the mouse now because we just went to the PC. And I can use the PC controls with this. It doesn't look like this on the Steam screen. For some reason, the bottom of the screen is cut off, so our ability bar and some of our things are all cut off. But we can move around using the analog stick. The right analog stick is the pointer. Also, the touchscreen is the pointer. But yeah, this is difficult. I'm trying to get us out to the fleet here. But as you can see, it runs okay-ish, you know, 60 FPS. This is 800p. Medium settings is what it defaulted to. So it's not listed as fully compatible, but it is listed as playable. I would doubt that it's playable, to be honest, because, well, you know, you can move around, but I don't know how to use the hotbars or anything like that. None of the buttons correspond to the hotbars. But I'm trying to get us out. I can't move the mouse. It'll only let me move the mouse to the bottom corner of the actual PC monitor. But on the Steam Deck screen, you can see everything. The full UI is available here. For some reason, when we launch it in Steam streaming mode, so it launches on the deck and you can play it on the deck, but it is streaming the video output to the PC. And then I'm just using the NVIDIA Shadow Play, or what is it, GeForce Experience, or whatever it's called, so to do this. So we can use a mouse. You can see 1200 by 800. We'll try it 720p, see if that fixes it. You can see medium to low settings. This is what it defaulted to, so, you know, I've just gone with that. Will high character level of detail, will that kill everything? Will we try that? It's defaulted to low. It's not got a lot of VRAM though. It does only have 1 gigabyte. VRAM, there's not a lot, there's only my character on screen, really. Ken Val there. Whoa, it's a bit weird. A bit shaky. There, we got a bit of a... That was a stream stutter, not a frame stutter. You can see the frame time graph at the bottom there. It's pretty solid. There's a little stutter there. But it's okay, actually. It runs reasonably well. If we could ever get out of our stronghold and go to the fleet. I can't use the mount because I don't know what button it is. I pressed every button on the controller. For some reason, walk is Y and auto run. So I tried alt tabbing just back to the PC, as you can see, just to see if we could get, just to see if we could change the resolution. This is the Steam Deck menu. We're trying in the Steam Deck now. We tried on our PC. I'm guessing because it's 1440p screen that we've got, that it's maybe not, the 800p rendering doesn't fit into it, so I don't know if there's anything we can change here. Maybe the display mode, that's just the brightness, and that's just went to put the deck to sleep. So yeah, we're stuck with it like this, but you can see the performance anyway. Also, it looks good on the Steam Deck screen. I think it's just the stream quality just isn't great because it is streaming it over a wireless network to our PC. Well, the Steam Deck's wireless, the PC is wired in, but it will be limited by the Steam Deck's Wi-Fi connection. there. So it looks okay actually on the Steam Deck screen, on the small little 7-inch 800p screen. Trying to get this menu to work, but it's difficult. Ah man, this is this is tough. This is the hardest boss in the game. Can we do anything in here? I don't know if maybe change the interface editor. I'll try changing it to 720p, see if that makes it fit in the screen. No. It's made a little bit. You can see the character buffs now. The top end of the character's buffs. And you can see more of the stronghold, but it's not made any difference changing it to 720p. Frame rate is set to 60. Can we increase that? Or is it just... it's full screen windowed, so maybe changing it to full screen might work. But anyway... it seems like we're stuck with it at this. Maybe that's what the problem is. But yeah, that is... It seems to be stuck at 60 Hertz, which is what the, you know, the Steam Deck's display is set to. So I can't get it to go above 60, so we can't really do... We're not really going to do performance testing. I'm going to try and get out of my stronghold. That's going to be the target. Our Hall of Pets here is fine. We've got Gus at the gambling machine. He's fine. We could jump with A. A jumps. And you've got the mounts loading in there. A little bit of a stutter there, but nothing too serious. Can we get out using this thing here? Right, I can use the mouse because it's on the screen. So it's weird. You can use your PC's keyboard and mouse while streaming. Although why you would want to do that, I don't know. You've set the second floor as your arrival point. Oh, that's just the arrival. I thought that was the exit. Was it not? Did it not used to be the exit? Or is there not an exit we can click anymore? Oh man, there's not an exit. Also, moving the camera is difficult with the right analog stick because it's just not attuned to be moved with a mouse. I'll tell you what we'll do. Try to get out of the stronghold. I can select. It's such a small little button, and you have to move an analog stick, and you can't use the mouse. So it's very, very, very difficult to get out of your stronghold. Now, is this game playable on the Steam Deck? I mean, it runs, but it's not playable. Like, it's so not playable. Whoa, moving the touchscreen around now just kind of spazzes the camera out there. But at least it's staying at 60 FPS. You know, it's sitting there at, you know, 0 watts, 0.1 watt on the GPU. That's weird, isn't it? There, open the galaxy map. Look at that. There we go. Here we go. Touchscreen. Let's use the touchscreen, see if we can get to the Republic fleet. There we go. No! We're already on the Republic. No! I'm in a stronghold. I'm not on the fleet. Right, let's go to a planet. And then... What about Coruscant, maybe? So we could quick travel. Right, let's travel to Coruscant using the touchscreen. This is a good test of the loading screen. This is important work we're doing. Important Steam Deck work that we're doing here. Let's see. Do you see the CPU and the GPU? They are gaming laptop levels of Inferno, but at least it's not as bad as my Microsoft Surface. I wonder if that could run SWTOR. Should we try that with its i7 and its iGPU? Maybe we should try SWTOR on the Surface, see if it explodes, because, you know, that just loading Steam gets it up to 80 degrees. So you're seeing they're in the 70s. Again, if you're familiar with a gaming laptop, you know, there we are, we made it to the fleet. We actually made it to the fleet. That's amazing. We're still at 60. Whoa, cameras all over the place. Touchscreen, not good. For moving the camera, use the right analog stick. Right, L2 and the right analog. L2's clicking, L2's left click. Figured that out. Right, so we can do that. But I do not want to. I do not want to do this. Oh no, bad. Come on, you can do it. Come on, this is the hardest thing a Marauder's ever done. No, she's a professional, of course. She's a Marauder. What are you expecting from her? Okay. I can't get the camera back down now. I'm just stuck looking at the ceiling now. It's a nice ceiling, you know, it's well designed and all that, you know, it's nice. There we go, oh, the camera's back. I'll use the mouse this time. Use the mouse on the PC. This is not playable. There's no way. We are not going to the crucible of excellence that is PvP. Right, so let's go. And why are we walking? Why am I walking now? I've hit something. Alright, no. Oh, there you go. It's one of the buttons on the back of the Steam Deck toggles what. Y also does it. So let's go run around the fleet then. I can't mount because I don't know what the button is. Don't know what the button is for mount. And we're stuck with our own nameplate up. So again, I haven't copied my settings. So yeah, I mean, it's okay actually. You know, 60 FPS is a fairly low target for a DirectX 9 game. So it is running via Proton. Obviously, the Proton compatibility layer is doing alright. So clicking the right analog stick brings out your lightsabers, and clicking the left analog stick brings up the character sheet. So yeah, all the things are there except our abilities. Really, how do we do combat? So going to the GTN area, there's 118, so it's not overly populated. 60 FPS, still 60 FPS. Bit of a dip, bit of the spikes, but it runs better than our Ryzen 7 3700X. It actually does run better. I mean, it's lower resolution and lower graphics settings, but oh, here we go. Now we're dipping into the 50s. Bear in mind I turned up character detail to high, so maybe leave that on low because you're getting a lot of now other characters being showing up on the fleet as well with the name tags. We could take them off, but I don't have like my UI files or anything like that. Yeah, it's really dipping now. Really, now we're getting, this is Zen 2 CPU performance now we're getting. Although it is GPU bound there. It was setting 100%. I think it's VRAM limited a lot as well. It's sitting at 0.9 gigabits. It does only have 1 gigabyte of VRAM, 5.7 I think system RAM, 8 gigs in total is what it has. But I think some of that is system reserves. That's why it's showing as 5.7 there. So it has, what is it, LP DDR5 is what it has, 8 gigabytes in total. 1 gig is reserved for VRAM there, as you can see. But yeah, it's actually, it runs fine. So in conclusion, SWTOR, can it run on the Steam Deck? Yes. Can you play it on the Steam Deck? No, because the user interface is terrible. Just going into the menu here, the battery's okay. We've used about... So this is the full performance overlay menu, so you can see the clock speed of the GPU and the CPUs. So there's 4 cores and 8 threads there on the CPU there. And again, you can see the GPU usage kind of is up and down, but it's not overly affecting the frame rate. I mean, there is the odd little spike here and there. But anyway, there you go. So that's the per core usage. So we can run around and, you know, we could do very little, I guess. But anyway, that is all for this video. So thank you for joining me. We'll see you again soon, and goodbye.